Good morning, students. Last class we introduction about the PHP language we studied. Today we are going to study about the variables. What are the variables we can use in a PHP programming language? Before entering into variables topic, I am going to recall what is PHP. Afterwards, I will explain what is a variable, how we are using in PHP programming language. First one, what is lesson number 4? What is the topic? Introduction to Hypertext preprocessor. Lesson number 4, Introduction to Hypertext preprocessor. Then what is the short form for that one? PHP. What is the expansion of PHP? Hypertext preprocessor. Then PHP is a server-side general purpose scripting programming language. Server-side general purpose scripting programming language. What is the use of server-side scripting language? It is used in web server. Server-side programming language used in web server area. Next, today our topic is variables. Okay, see, last year also we studied Java programming language, HTML programming language. There also we used variables. Likewise, here also we are going to study variables. What is a variable? Variable is used to store the given value in memory location. What is a variable? Variable is used to store the values in given memory location. See here also PHP has variables like other programming language such as C, C++, Python. We can include the HTML, JavaScript, everything. Then what is a variable? Variables are used to store the values in memory location. For example, here I given one example. X is equal to 10. 10 is a value, x is a variable. 10 should be assigned to the variable x. What is the meaning of that one? 10 should be stored under the x. That x is called as a variable. Then when we see in a memory location, x is a name of the value 10. X is a name of the value 10. That's why these variables are otherwise called as identifiers also. When we want to identify this 10 in a memory location, how we can identify? Through the identifier. What is the identifier here? X is a identifier. That's why variables are otherwise called as identifiers. Otherwise, name of the value. This variable otherwise called as name of the value. Next one, usually in C, C++, Python, Java programming language, HTML, we specify the variable name, we are given the value. But in PHP server-side script language, when we write a variable, before we should add the dollar symbol. That's why I written here dollar symbol x is equal to 10. Next one, variable is equal to symbol we given here. What is the use of this equal to symbol? This is used to assign the right hand side value to left hand side variable. This equal to symbol is used to assign the right hand side value, 10 value to left hand side variable. Is equal to operator is used to assign the value to the variable. Next one, you see I written example, x is equal to 10. Already we study each and every variable start with the dollar symbol, then variable name and then value. This value is assigned to the variable x through the is equal to symbol. Next one, each and every variable should terminate with the terminator. Each and every variable, it should be terminate with the terminator. That's why I written here, finally the statements end with the terminator. What is the meaning of this one? This indicates the end of the statement. This indicates the what? End of the statement. Next one, the main advantage of the PHP variable in PHP variable declaration. Usually, when we declare the variable in other programming language, we must specify the data type, then variable name, then value. Like that only we specified. But when we specify the variable in PHP programming language, no need to specify any data type. Based on the input value, program it can understand what type of the data that. Okay, that's why here also you see x is equal to 10 I written. Before I didn't write any data type. Suppose when I teach the same syntax in C or C++ programming language or Java, first I have to write integer data type because 10 is a whole number. That's why first I have to write integer data type. Then only I can write x is equal to 10. But in PHP server-side programming language, no need to specify any data type like as a keyword. That's why written here, it does not require to specify the data type keyword separately, such as integer, character, float. These are the basic data types, otherwise fundamental data types. One more time I will explain. What is a variable? Variables are used to store the value inside a memory location. Variables are otherwise called as a identifiers. Otherwise, variables are otherwise called as the name of the value. When we write a variable in PHP server script language, we should specify $symbol first. Then only we can write the variable. Then only we can write the value. Here is equal to operator is used to assign the right hand side value to left hand side variable. That's why this equal symbol is called as a assignment operator. Next one, here we see terminator, no? Each and every variable, otherwise inside a PHP program, each and every statement terminate with the terminator. This indicates the end of the statement. Next one, the main advantage of PHP is then variable declaration. When we declare the variable, no need to specify any data type. Based on the value, program can understand what data type we given. For example for data type, integer, character, float, boolean, these are the data types. Okay, now we are going to study next topic, basic rules for variable declaration. Whatever we write, whatever we declare, we have some rules and regulation. Even daily, suppose if we want to come to school also, we have some rules and regulation. If we want to go outside also, then the parents insisting some rules and regulation. Like that, when we declare the variable inside a program also, we have some certain rules and regulation. That one we are going to study now. See, basic rules for variable declaration. First one, variable name must begins with the $symbol. Already I explained that one. In other programming language, variable should not start with the $symbol, but in PHP server-side script programming language should start with the $symbol. Next one, variable name must start with the after $symbol. It should start with the characters only, not in a number. That's why second rules they are explaining. Variable name can never start with a number. It must start with the characters only. Next one, variable names are case sensitive. Maximum variables are written in lowercase letters only, not in a uppercase letters. That's why case sensitive means we have uppercase letters, lowercase letters. We in alphabets also we are studying now uppercase and then lowercase. PHP variable must be specified with the lowercase letters only. For example, I written one example here. Here you see A, B, then here also A1, C. These are the variables. How we can identify these variables? Before the variable, we written $symbol. before the variable we specified dollar symbol. Dollar symbol A value is 5, dollar symbol B value is 10. Here they declare the variables. Here also dollar symbol A1 is computer application. This is comes under a string data type. Then what is a string? Collection of the character with the double quotes or single quotes. That is called as a string. Here white space also considered as a character. Now here C is equal to A plus B. This is the calculation area. Echo is used to declare the output. In C++ programming language we given C out. C language we given printf. Like that. When we want to print the output we are using echo. We are using echo is a keyword to print the value. Now then A is a variable, B is a variable, then A1 is a variable, C is a variable. Before we specified dollar symbol. Now 5 is used to stored in A. Now where is 5 is available inside A. A is a variable, otherwise A is a identifier, otherwise A is a name of the file. Like B also. Inside a B only 10 we can store in a memory location. This B is otherwise called as a identifier, otherwise name of the value. Next one here A underscore 1, then computer application. This one is a string data type. But 5 is a whole number, 10 is a whole number, computer application is a string. But before that one we didn't specify any data type, because in PHP programming language during the variable declaration time no need to specify the data type. Based on the value program can understand what data type that one. Here echo is used to print the output. Here you see I written the three variables. One is A, second one is mark, third one is A1. You see all the variables should start with the alphabetical characters only, not in a number. Then A is equal to 5. A is a variable, 5 is a value. Mark is a variable, 100 is a value. Then A1. After the character we can specify a special symbols, we can specify the number also. What is the rules? First variable, first letter of the variable must be in a character. Afterwards we can write a special symbols and numbers also. Next we are going to study what are the data types we can use in a PHP server-side scripting language. Okay, see PHP data types. PHP supports totally 13 data types. How many data types available in a PHP scripting language? 13 data types. How many data types available? 13 data types. They will ask in a 1 mark. How many data types available in a PHP server-side or scripting programming language? 13 we have. How they are divide the data type, otherwise how they are declare the data type. Data types can be classified according to the logics. According to the what ma? Logics. Then totally 13 data types they are using in PHP. But in our portion they given only in 8 data types. Because server-side programming language basic only we are going to study. That's why they given only 8 data types only. Okay, what are the data types? Shall we see? First one string, second one integer, third one float, fourth one boolean. Already when we studied HTML and then Java, C++, integer, float, character, like all built-in data types we studied already. But here we are studying string data type, integer data type, float data type, boolean data type otherwise called as a logical data type, array, object, null, resources. Array also already we studied in a other programming language. Array is a what? Use derived data type. Array is a derived data type already we studied. Here which are the data type newly we are studying? Object, null, resources. These are the new data types we are studying in a PHP server-side programming language. See totally how many data types available in a server-side PHP server-side programming language? 13 we have. Then how they are classified this one based on the logics only. Then PHP supports the following data type. Totally how many we have? 13. But how many they given in our portion? 8 they given in our portion. Shall we study one more time? String, integer, float, boolean, array, object, null and then resources. Already previous years we studied about the string, integer, float, boolean, array. Then now newly we are going to study object, null and then resources. First we are going to study about the string data type. Next we are going to study about the string data type. What is the definition of a string data type? String is a collection of the character with double quotes. In C programming language, C++ and then Python, even in Pascal also. What is the definition of a string? String is a collection of character with double quotes. But in PHP programming language, string is a collection of character with double quotes or single quote also. String is a collection of characters with the double quotes, otherwise a single quote. Okay, next one, when we write a string, then when we write a toString, within that we are giving white space. Even in C++ also, white space is not considered as a character. For that also we have to write a separate function to consider. But in PHP server-side programming language, automatically whatever space you given in between the words, in between the sentence, automatically it consider as a character. That's why computer application in between space also it consider as a character. Now what is the definition of string? String is a collection of character with double quotes. Otherwise, a string is a collection of character with the single quotes. Both are acceptable. Either in a double quotes, otherwise either in a single quote. In between the letters, in between the words also, be given the white space. That white space also consider as a character. Next, I written one example here. See, each and every PHP program start with this syntax. Then question mark PHP. Next, already we studied about the variables. X is a variable, Y is a variable here. Each and every variable start with the dollar symbol. Now for each, what data type they given? String data type. How system can understand, otherwise program can understand. Then collection of the character with double quotes, otherwise collection of the character with the single quotes. What are the data are available? That is considered as a string data type. That is considered as a string data type. Next one, echo is used to provide the output. Here first X is a output, next Y is a output. In between BR statement. This is what statement? BR statement. That is used to give the break in between the first string to second string. Okay. Then next we are going to study about the integer data type. Okay. Integer data type accepts only a whole number, otherwise called as a non-decimal number. What is the meaning of whole number? There is no fractional part. Already you studied in lower class also, no? A whole number, fractional value. Like that you studied, no? Suppose here 591 is a whole number. For example, 5 and half. This is what 5 is a whole number, half is a fractional number. When we give a integer value does not accept the fractional value, otherwise does not accept the decimal point value. It accepts only a non-decimal number, otherwise a whole number. Non-decimal number, otherwise a whole number. In one example I given here. Then each and every PHP program, it starts with the question mark PHP. X is a variable. The variable should start with the dollar symbol. What is the value? 591 is a value. 591 is a whole number or fractional value? Whole number only. That's why it accepts the 591. Suppose if you given 0.5, what happened? It does not accept this value because it shows the error message. 591.5 when you given a 0.5, it becomes a float value. It becomes a float value, otherwise decimal point number. Next one, variable dump, then dollar symbol x. What is the use of variable dump? First one, variable dump is a function. Variable dump is a function. How we can identify the function? All the function contains open and close parentheses inside it as a variable. Inside it as a variable. Like that we can identify. When you did write only the variable with the dollar symbol, that is called as a variable. Then how we can identify the function? Function contains the open and close parentheses. Now you see var dump is a function. What is the use of var dump function? It returns the data type and value of variable. For example, here 591 is a value, x is a variable. In PHP program, we did not specify any data type. But when we write variable dump, it is used to explain x is a variable, 591 is a value, that value is a what data type? Integer data type. Like that, this variable dump function is used to explain to the program. That is the use of the variable dump function. That's why I written here, variable dump function returns the data type. What data type this one? Integer data type and value of the variable. What is the value of the variable? 591 is the value of the variable. Next we are going to study float data type. Already we studied integer data type accepts only a whole number, otherwise a non-decimal number. Float data type is opposite of the integer data type. It accepts the decimal point values also, otherwise it accepts the fractional value. For example, x is equal to 19.15. When we separate this one, 19 is a whole number, 15 is a fractional value, but it can accept both whole number and fractional part also. That's why floating point data type, otherwise float data type, is used to accept the decimal point value or fractional value. Now next one is a Boolean data type. Boolean data type. Here we can specify the condition. Boolean data type give two answers, either true or false. Suppose x condition is true, x condition is satisfied in a program, true is the answer. Y condition is satisfied in a program, then x is true, y is false. Suppose y is true, then x is false, y is true. That's why through the Boolean data type we can get only two types of result, either true or false. Condition is true, first one is the answer. Condition, first one, suppose first condition is false, then what happens? Second one is a answer. Next one, we are studying about array data type. What are the data types already we studied? We studied the string data type, integer data type. Next one, we studied the float data type. Next we studied Boolean data type. Next one is a array data type. Array already you studied in other programming language. What is the array? Array is a collection of values with the same data type. For example, so many schools are available. Girls school, boys school, co-ed. Three types of school available in our state. Then girls school means how many girls we can give the so for how many so many girls we can give the admission, but all students must be in a girl. Like that boys high school also. Then like that here also in arrays so many datas we can give, more than one datas we can give, but what is a condition? That value must be in a same data type. Integer means all the values are integer. Character means all the values are character. String means all the values are string. Like that, collection of the values with the same data type. That is the condition. Here also computer, laptop, mobile. Then three values I written here. Computer is a what data type? See, collection of the character with the double quotes. What data type? Yes, string data type. Collection of the character with double quotes. Laptop, that also string data type. Mobile also string data type. How many values are here? 3 values are here. But all 3 values are comes under a string data type. That's why when we write a array, more than 1 values we can write. But all the values must be in a one data type. Next, object data type. Float data type, boolean data type, array data type. Float, it accepts the fractional value in a program. Boolean data type, if condition is true, then the answer is true. Otherwise, answer is false. Boolean data type can provide only true or false answer. Condition is true, then it provides the true answer. Otherwise, it provides the false answer. Array, what is a array? Array is a collection of the values with the single data type. How many values we can store? How many values if you want to store, we can store. But all values must be in a same data type. Here example I given 3 values. 3 comes under a string value. Computer, laptop, mobile, the 3 string value. All 3 comes under the string data type. Next one, object data type. Object data type is used to specify what are the data we are using in a PHP program, what are the functions we are going to use in the PHP program. That purpose we are using object data type. What is the data? Collection of the raw facts are called as the data. What is the function? For converting data into information, we are using the function. What purpose we are using function? Function is used to convert the data into information. Function maximum used for process purpose. Next one, null data type. In our program, if we want to specify any null value, that situation we can use a null data type. For example, x is equal to null. After the execution of the program, then it provides the null result for the x variable. When we want to specify the output is null in a program, that situation we can use the null data type. Next one, resource data type. Actually, resource data type is a specific data type and special data type. It is used to handle the files in a PHP program, opening the file, closing the file. For that purpose, we are using the resource data type. At the same time, if we want to give any connection to the database, through the resource data type only, we can give the connection to the database. Why we want to give the connection to the database? Then only we can manipulate the data. Then only we can retrieve the data. For that purpose, we are giving connection. For that, we are using a resource data type. Now, what are the data types we studied? We studied string data type, integer data type, float data type, boolean data type, array data type, object data type, null data type, and resource data type. In our today class, we studied about the variables. What is a variable? What is the rules of the variable? We studied. All the data types also we studied. What is the variable? Variable is used to store the value in a memory location. That is the variable. In PHP program, variables should start with the dollar symbol. Variable name must start with the alphabetical character. Afterwards, we can give the number and then dollar symbols also. Variable name must has the case sensitive. Then lowercase letters only we can use for declare the variables. And then we studied 8 data types we studied. Totally 13 data types available in a PHP program. In our portion they given 8 only. Okay, the next class I am going to ask questions. You should study and then come. Then we will see in your next class. Thank you.